You're welcome back, and you're still watching Newsnight from Nigeria's capital in Abuja. I'm Christian Ogodo. Thanks for staying with us. Okay, let's cross live again to Port Harcourt, the River State's capital, where Andy Omano joins us now to evaluate the just concluded Rivers local government elections. Welcome, Andy, and thanks for joining us. I asked the question earlier. The outcome of today's elections, the turnout of the people and the results, do they in any way signpost a vote of confidence on the Governor Fubara's administration in Rivers State?
Well, thank you so much, Christian, for this question. Does the turnout and the outcome of the election signpost the level of confidence on the incumbent governor of Rivers State? Yes, I think that is what it means, especially if you are conversant with the challenges, or rather what heralded, the crisis that heralded today's election. Before now, people had thought that today wasn't going to come. People had thought that Rivers State, the entire Rivers State, which consists of 23 local government areas, is going to be a bloodbath, as it were. But I think God, in his infinite mercies, averted that. That we cannot ascribe to anybody. Because they often say that when the grass, when two elephants fight, it is the grass that suffers. That is number one. Then number two is the fact that the Rivers people, right from when this political crisis started in October last year, they've always yearned for the fact that there has to be peace in their state and there has to be elections. And so if the challenges that heralded these elections and the local government election were able to hold today, I think it is the Rivers people who have won, as it were. And analysts have said that had these elections not hold today, it will have sent a very wrong signal of the fact that there seems to be no one in charge, because many will tell you that there cannot be two captains in a ship. If you do have two captains in a ship, what you see is chaos. And so for these elections to have been able to hold today is an indication that we still have one captain who is piloting the affairs of Rivers State. And beyond that, it is some sort of vote of confidence on the man who is on the saddle today. I mean, the governor of Rivers State, Sim Fubara. Christian.
All right, Andy. Some political watchers in and out of Rivers State are, just trying to juxtapose the irony that the governor, a PDP member, his party did not partake in the local government election. Rather, a party he sponsored, APP, won 22 out of the 23 local government chairmanship seats. What an irony, Andy. So that we've lost network connection again with Andy Omano, our correspondent in Rivers State, who's been updating us with the processes of the election, the conclusion of the election, and the results announced. If you're just joining us, APP, the Action People's Party, won 22 chairmanship seats out of 23. Just one local government chairmanship seat to go. Yes, and I've just been told that Andy Omano is back. Andy, if you can hear me, some political watchers in and out of Rivers State are saying that the governor, Fubara, is a PDP member and his party did not partake in that election. And secondly, a party he sponsored, APP, came victorious overwhelmingly in the local government election. How do you reconcile the ironical situation in the Rivers elections with the governor?
quite ironic. I think that's the appropriate English language to use, because it's supposed to be on the dinner table is not there, and the editor has taken the day, as it were. But really cannot conclusion without, first of all, just what the governor and his own faction of the PDP are coming from since when 2023. There have been between the son and godfather, and so that situation, political crisis I should say, had lingered, and the national body of the PDP seems not to have intervened at the right time in order to bring the godson and the godfather to a round table so that they can, whatever political differences that do exist between them will be sorted out. And so that got us to where we are today. And of course, you know that for every man, what he cherishes the most is self-preservation. I think what the governor tried to do by asking all his supporters, or rather local government chairmen who ordinarily had indicated interest to participate on the platform of the PDP to move to the APP, was to preserve himself politically. And so what happened today is not a fluke. It is not a surprise, because what the governor has said, like many analysts has concluded, the political analysts I should say, is that the governor only asked these men who had won today to move to the APP in order to preserve himself, so that should 2027 come, he will be able to have a strong footing when it comes to contesting for his second tenure in office. It's ironic, but it's a game of survival of the fittest. Christian.
Well, thanks so very much, Andy Omano, for your situation analysis of the Rivers State local government elections just concluded, and of course the rivalry between former Governor Nyesom Wike, who is now the Minister of the FCT, and the incumbent governor, similarly Fubara. Well, they've decided to square it together, and we're seeing the people of Rivers State are seeing the results now. Thanks very much, Andy.